Didn't realize you'd be playing the intro right now. But okay.
Wow, this is it. That was our new intro. With more action to come, yeah. Walsh is typing away.
Because it played immediately after you went live instead of giving it a chance, so
Yeah?
no one saw it.
Oh, really? Because there's nothing called a replay, Jessica? This is why you and I are gonna fight.
Whoa, guys, like, it's kind of a Friday night. It's kind of a Saturday morning. It's a lot of things right now.
It's a time that we go right into the Gordon deathmatch. A Gordon on Gordon bloodbath.
It's a lot of Gordon.
It's the most Gordon.
The most amount of Gordon you can legally have in a wrestling ring.
I didn't think there was much Gordon you could have, but I guess I was wrong.
I mean, one's usually what we aim for, but this time we got two, and that's pushing the envelope. It's pushing the limits.
Gordon Garibaldi and Gordon Kuntz. And
Already busted open.
Already bleeding. Neither of these men are suited for a death match in terms of their clothes.
No, this is pure bike bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, This is, wow, that was weird.
Why is this bike bullshit?
Well, because neither one of these men knew that they were going to need to wear clothing to the ring.
And the fact is that they're opening a show with a hardcore match. That's usually something that you kind of ease into there. But the fans are not getting warmed up tonight. They just want a bloodbath immediately.
Yeah, Bike isn't about warming up anymore. He's the world champion, and it was under nefarious means.
I'm expecting him to start coming out in luxurious robes. I'm expecting him to really lean into it hard.
I hope he leans into it. He deserves to lean into it.
Does he?
Well, why not? He chased after these people for months and months.
I just the whole like fake masked man thing. Come on.
Well, it wasn't a fake mask.
It was a real mask.
But we all knew it was him though, and we had to pretend otherwise. It was pretty weird.
Are you kind of going against?
No,
Spike here?
no. Michael is a fine gentleman. He's just, you know what I mean. He's got a couple of screws loose. If you know what I'm talking about.
I'm not sure who actually is on. We usually have one camera operator, but I guess Bike got some interns or something. But we've got some good angles here.
Yeah, something. Yeah, I mean, I guess he invested in a couple of GoPros or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does that mean Let Lou and Xylophonist are doing this?
Let Lou and Xylophonist are hard at work. They're becoming more and more like.
They're just running around the ring, like the outside of the ring.
Yeah,
trying to stabilize.
They're in the crowd, like eating stuff and working their little cameras.
I think I've counted at least 5 camera angles, and we know that they only have their 2 GoPros, so they're just running around from camera angle to camera angle.
That's good. They're gonna lose some weight. That's these guys.
Either that, or they're burn calories just so they just eat more.
I mean, I did see Let Lou with a fistful of Red Balls, so I guess
he likes to keep them in a grocery bag that he carries around his arm. He just hoists it over his shoulder.
Yeah, he's Santa.
Now this has been kind of hardcore in the sense that these men have fallen onto the weapons and whatnot, kind of by accident. Gordon Garibaldi busted open Gordon Kuntz just kind of on a whim.
Yeah, I mean, Gordon Garibaldi, the guy in the black trunks, you know, he's a New Jersey casino magnate. He's more about, like, classic wrestling style. He's more into stretching and stuff. While Gordon Kuntz, you know, the man who just got terribly blown up. Yeah, you know, he's
and not in the stamina way.
Yeah, I mean, look at his...
He's done. This guy's done.
Murph is here, and Murph is noted.
I am so happy that Murph is here. It is a secret show. You know, we're basically, if you read the whole title, this is called the Late Friday Night, Saturday Morning Live to Tape Getting the Undercard Over show, if you want to attend.
Yeah.
And we are getting used to the cameraman, Murph. We have Xylophonist and Let Lou are running throughout the stadium with 2 GoPros. Oh, wow. Gordon Garibaldi gets the tap.
Well, you know, I mean, that's his favorite move, the crossface chicken wing. He likes to be a technician in the ring. You know, he's old school.
Baron Disco, this is not for the President's Day Championship. It's nice to see you. We do have a U.S. Championship coming up here. And then tonight for the number
that tournament starts tomorrow night.
Yeah, that starts tomorrow night. And then tonight we have a number 1 contenders match between Foundation and Gary Bolia. And that right there in the background, those fireworks are designated as a free reuse Google search image of Friday night. If you're wondering exactly what that image is, it's just Friday night. Allow for reuse.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we got, man.
Maybe we should play the intro again for our new people. I think, you know, we're gonna play our brief new intro. And Jessica, you know, Jessica and I have been fighting hard about this. We're gonna redo it a little bit, mostly because she spells super chat with 2 words. There was a little bit of a scuffle in the production room.
You tried to hit me with a light tube, so I'd say that escalates more than a little scuffle.
Quote unquote tried to hit you after you threw a hot dog at me.
Look, guys,
I'm playing the intro. I'm playing the intro.
You might have to settle this in the ring. This might happen tonight.
I love Gordon Kuntz. I love his celebration after the 2 men run and collide with each other.
It's Kurt King, you casual.
Whatever.
Jason doesn't like the intro, but I say it has all of the great.
I don't dislike it. I like it a lot.
It's got all of the great fonts. It's got Comic Sans. It's got Papyrus. It almost had Wingdings, but I did pull back on the Wingdings. I was gonna put Joker Man, but I couldn't find it. But it has some of the best fonts around.
So I would say that this show is kind of to hash out the tag team division. It's kind of for us to work out our demons, mentally and physically. It's for us to like work out our emotions.
Wow. Even emotions.
Yeah. This is what the show is for. It's kind of to play with to see if Xylophonist and Let Lou have the gas tank to be able to like deal with these new camera angles. There's a lot going on with this secret show, so we're happy to have you guys. But just in case something weird happens, I don't want to hear it. And if you're wondering about this card, we're trying to get the young guys over here. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, young guys like
young
Gordon
boys.
Gordon Garibaldi, who's like 40-something years old.
Mike Miller, who's also in his 40s.
Just a young boy.
I think Esposito's also in the...
No, he's 18. Oh, no, that's right.
The Ito is 18.
Ito is 18.
Yeah.
Esposito's a little bit older. You just can't tell because he's got no hair.
He keeps a youthful appearance.
Yeah.
Oh, big missing drop kick. You see, Jason keeps wanting to fight me, and the only reason, well, one of the reasons I'm declining is A, I don't want to fight, and B, I don't want to leave Walsh all by himself up in the commentary booth.
Yeah.
Because that can get awkward when you're the only person on commentary.
Yeah, that's what.
Kind of like that dead on camera angle is pretty awkward.
Oh. Which dead on camera angle?
The one that you just switched to.
Yeah.
Before.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, I'll tell the xylophonist to move.
Yeah, he's kind of stationary. You know, xylophonist he found a good seat, and he's just trying it out.
Mike Miller, refusing to come in to help his friend.
Well, he's probably holding onto the ropes for dear life to stop the DTs from sending him crashing to the to the floor.
The room is spinning for him, isn't it?
Is he really high right now? Like
he's almost always drunk. He doesn't leave a good life. He's a substitute biology teacher in rural Tennessee, so there's not a lot he's actually allowed to teach. So he's hit the bottle quite a lot.
He mostly just does sex ed.
But he's not even allowed to do that.
Wow.
What does he just make his own like moonshine and stuff, and that's all he does with his degree?
Basically, he goes in like when he gets a gig, he just has the same PowerPoint presentation, and it's 3 slides long, and basically covers the fact that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Doesn't matter what grade he's teaching, doesn't matter what time of the year he's teaching, that's what he covers. And then they watch Osmosis Jones.
Wow.
Do they listen to Ozzy Osbourne's Osmosis?
It's H-Bizzle. It's nice to see everyone coming around for a secret SCFL show.
Oh yeah.
Like we said before, if you're just joining us now, we're here to work out issues between the commentary teams. We're just here to get honest with each other.
Getting real.
We're getting polite and real. We're working with the new camera system. There's a lot of stuff, but keep in mind, tomorrow night, Walsh, Jessica.
U.S. title tournament begins.
Tomorrow night, the U.S. title tournament begins, which is very important, but I would say that another very important thing is it's the Alex Thompson Wall Memorial Show.
I don't know if that's important. Like,
it feels kind of weird to have a show where we're not really referencing the tragedy that happened last week. We're just kind of ignoring it until our big official show.
We're worried. Listen, I'm on a walkie-talkie with Xylophonist, and I can hear Bike yelling at Xylophonist and Let Lou as they're running around the stadium. They only have 2 GoPros, and we're switching live between them all here.
Are they head-mounted?
Yes, they absolutely are. They're Let Lou and Xylophonist are wearing head-mounted GoPros, running back and forth to create these angles.
Those things are going to get greased up, and they're going to become inoperable soon. Like, we might get like 2 or 3 shows out of them, but they're not going to last long. Like Xylophonist is going to hit it and like, go for Xylophonist, and he's just going to get ranch all over it.
Yeah, I think the camera system is definitely gonna change. Like usually, I like to stand up while I'm commentating, and I like to scream, and I shadow box a lot.
Wow.
So watching Bike text Let Lou and Xylophonist, which is not efficient when he signs everything with Love Bike. When you're running a live show, it's just.
Couldn't he be like everybody's old like parents or grandparents that like make a signature on their texts? Like, should somebody teach him how to do that?
Oh.
That's what we aim for, Baron Disco.
Don't you dare make fun of the Shawn Michaels fishing show. Actually, please make fun of it.
We opened with a hardcore match between the two Gordons. It's been a very bloody, brutal night already. We're just trying to...
This match has gone as long as it has. I mean, like, Esposito and Ito are former tag contenders. I mean, they're top guys.
Former tag contenders.
That's like being a former Oscar nominee.
Well,
that's a big deal, though.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if knocking on the door of tag contendership in SCFL is being a former Oscar nominee. But I'm glad that you hold this in that high regard, Jessica. This is why you don't want to fight. I get it.
She doesn't want to sully the
good
angles.
I respect what these men are doing so much.
Why was he running so weird?
Just running right towards the camera. We gotta start telling these guys not to look into the camera. Everybody's looking into the camera. They're looking right into Let Lou and Xylophonist. Whoa.
Because you look in their eyes and you're just like, what? What's wrong with you? And then you realize there's a camera on their head, and it's like, what the?
We've got a pillar shot.
I think Let Lou fell over or something. Like,
well, this is the last thing that Bike needs is any type of extra work. But you know what?
Bike is back in the gorilla position, right behind the curtain. He's shouting out about who needs to be where. This is terrible.
He's just holed up right next to the crate table.
I don't know if Hero Supreme is here tonight. I don't think he is, because he'd just be shouting at him and calling him an asshole.
I'm not sure if Hero's here. Let's look at our playlist or whatever.
Our playlist? What is this? Fucking Nick and Nora?
Yeah. I don't even know what that means.
Fucking Spotify.
Our set list. Bike set list.
Bike set.
I mean,
Bike always
on a cocktail napkin.
Bike always encores a free bird.
Oh.
I think
Hyman is going crazy, man.
I think the Supremes might be holding out for a contract extension. So I don't know if they'll be showing up tonight.
Wow.
I mean, that's what I heard from Mike Miller, but like I said, he drinks a lot.
Right,
so.
yeah. Well, I mean...
I know that Bike is now, with Bike now being the champion, Hero feels like he deserves a shot at that title, you know, and I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. I like that our Hairless Wonder keeps moonsaulting onto poor Wap Hyman.
Especially Esposito. Hairless Wonder.
You know, he needs a special name. He needs a special boy.
Oh, another big collision. We see that a lot with a lot of these guys. It's not isolated to any one pairing.
I have no idea if these gentlemen are... if Hero's around at all tonight. We're gonna I know that a lot. All right, guys, if you're watching here, you're definitely in SCFL hardcore. You saw what happened last week to Alex Thompson. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night is the memorial show, and we know that a lot of the fighters like Hero are very broken up, and they're going to have a very special moment with the cameras, with the remembrance.
Everybody's really broken up over the homicidal maniac that Bike hired for like 17 cents a day. Like,
and so yeah, so much so that Bike put on a show at 1 a.m. Iowa time. Like, everyone, we need to get you. It's time to get you some work. It's time to get you, on the map. Wow.
I like that Ito's already wearing his armband, though. He's
oh my god, it's true! Immediately, Ito is the first to remember Alex Thompson wearing the black armband before the memorial show. This is just a weird time. This is a weird time for everyone. 93%, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Oh no.
What?
Nothing?
Oh god! What is that?
No one knows. Oh god.
Okay. That was weird. No, the sod is stored in the back still. It's pretty gross.
Yeah, the sod, everything is backstage still. And jeez, what a rough time. What's our next matchup? Can anyone tell me? Is it a .TV champion title?
It's Zoroastriani Brown and Garden Green, which Mike thought was a good combination of, I guess, an earthy versus Puncho Baggins and Ricky Robinson.
Garden Green keeps getting put in these random tag teams that have to do with colors.
Poor Garden Green. Why is this happening? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, if you want to play the intro after every match, that's your choice. You're calling into the production booth, which I think is just is just xylophonist running around.
Apartment wrestling. We're not there yet. I don't even know who would do the apartment wrestling for us.
I guess Zoroastriani, because he's
he's pretty sexual.
So, all right, wait. Somebody break down this fight that we got up here. We're doing a lot of tag matches back to back for some reason. No one's really sure.
It's the way it should be.
So Puncho and Ricky versus Zoroastriani and Garden Green.
And Garden Green.
I don't think anybody's gonna die in this one, though.
I sure hope not.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't think anyone would die in any of our previous death matches, and
something terrible has happened.
I mean, look. This is.
Oh my god. I'm quitting. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
I'm confused.
This is why.
Look, a man died last week, and we're just going on like nothing happened. And then the fact of the matter is, he was a shitty guy. Like, we have to memorialize him tomorrow night? Come on.
I think it's perfectly fine. I think it's perfectly fine.
He's still a member of the Super Chat family, as tenuous as that connection was.
It's not my family.
Well, he's the shitty family member that you hope doesn't show up at Thanksgiving.
It's true. Because he'll kill everybody.
And usually doesn't, because he's in jail again.
Baron Disco really hit it on the head. I mean, I'm really happy that you guys understand what this is all about. Number one, you don't get rid of the sod that a man has died on, because it's perfectly good sod. And out of remembrance, like, you'll plant that sod when you're comfortable. There's Ricky.
You know, I mean, technically, a dead body is really good compost.
Absolutely.
I mean, I know it's kind of weird, but you know, maybe it happened for a reason. Maybe Sledding Bianchi just didn't do anything while he watched a man lay there dead.
Just sucking sod into his mouth.
Yeah, he could have been saved. That's the worst part.
They found 6 ounces of worms in his lungs.
My God.
That's how he died. He suffocated on worms in that sod.
Oh man.
is a
Niall
pretty...
Anger, last man standing. I agree that there should be a last man standing match, but he's dead, so we can't just do what we want with his body. Like it's just we have to. we rolled him up into the sod.
He's technically like property of the state. I mean, yes, they rolled him up into the sod. We witnessed this from the booth. We were looking down on it, but that has nothing to do.
Lou and Exilus Motus had no clue what to do with the dead body. They just rolled him up in the sod. They just carried it backstage.
They contemplated their situation while eating crepes. This is terrible.
We can't even do a casket match because he's put into a cardboard box, as all prisoners are placed into.
Well,
that,
here's the
that
thing.
have no claimants.
That was true until his extended family swooped in and paid for a proper funeral, which no one showed up to. With that said, we do have exclusive pictures of what happened at that funeral.
So we're TMZ for a man's funeral.
Well, no,
no,
we're not at all TMZ. Sledding was there to pay his respects and just took multiple
Why was
pictures.
Sledding paying respects to this guy?
Because he feels complicit. And he's like, I killed a murderer.
He let the guy die. He
right.
could have checked on him a little bit.
But, I mean, so we saw... here's the thing, chat room, alright? Alex Thompson is technically the hardcore champion.
The match did go to a time limit draw.
The match went to a draw. No one won that fight. He was killed.
Only one
he was
person
never
lost
pinned.
it.
I mean, well, he died. He just died.
He was eliminated, but there were two other men, so no one... It was an awkward time for everyone involved.
I feel like Ricky and Zarastriani could really have a good thing going at some point, you know?
Really?
Talking about sex?
Wow, hey,
maybe.
Now, Baron Disco makes a good point. Would someone like Garden Green, who is a vegan, allow, or would he eat crops that were fertilized by a dead body? A dead human person?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That break
he's
vegan
French.
code?
He's French.
He's already done that. Wow, big sexy dance.
Zarastriani, for those of you who do not know, very successful model from the neck down, but his disturbingly tiny mouth has forever hampered his career from the neck
Which
up.
is weird, considering you think they could just like airbrush or Photoshop the mouth just to like normal person standards.
He's incredible. His olive skin, with that little mouth.
I believe. Who is it that said he had a little freak mouth?
Yeah.
Was it Mike himself that said that, or was it someone else?
I don't remember, but he definitely has a little freak mouth.
Oh wow, that knee was incredible. I mean, you have to wonder, him teaming with Garden Green right now, is this finally going to be his into Team Belly Ribbon, or is he too weird for Belly Ribbon?
It's one of those things where Garden Green keeps on getting keeps on getting put together with these random ass people, all because Bike is trying to find him a gimmick beyond just, hey, I'm a vegan. And now
that is his
like
gimmick.
Got these
That is
colors.
his life.
Yeah.
His life is just that he eats well.
You're right, Murph. Sledding could have just turned Alex Thompson over, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. My man's dead.
Yeah, I mean,
Zarastriani has to cut his rice in half. That's how small his mouth is.
It's definitely one of those weird things where you have to respect what Alex did in the ring. He came in. He's quite the story. But
he was a fearsome competitor.
Unfortunately, he's a big-time story for the wrong reason, yeah.
I don't have a problem with him being dead, per se.
Oh, sure. I totally agree.
I mean, he killed his wife and daughter. That's the most American thing that could have happened, I think.
Wow.
And then he gets a job afterwards. I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about the fact that we ever had this guy in our league. I don't... why?
killing your wife and child is in the wrestling world technically the most Canadian thing you can do.
Oh wow.
Oh,
the dogs are in the side yard. Okay.
that took me a minute, and that is brutal. That
Dogs
is brutal.
are in the side yard.
My God.
In the enclosed pool area.
Jesus, this got dark. This is why this is a silly show.
What? You know,
I mean, we know that Alex Thompson did in
always-
fact have a lateral pull-down machine in his van that night. My
Yeah,
God.
yeah, you know, I mean, I will never forget the text to Chavo Guerrero Jr., alright?
We need to change the subject and talk about how
I'm,
Ricky Robinson and Puncho are relatively elite when it
I'm
comes
surprised.
to kickboxing.
I'm surprised Ricky hasn't done anything of an explicitly sexual nature to
Zarastriani.
Zoroastrian.
Yeah,
or
come on.
even Garden. I mean,
Garden Green's in fantastic shape. I mean, that's anybody
I mean,
would be
maybe-
happy to get it on with him.
we've seen him do it to Ron Lewis. Maybe he's just got a thing for the daddy types. I don't know.
He does
Oh,
say
there
big,
it is.
He was saying Big Daddy a lot.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Oh,
What the hell? How long is this going to happen for? Oh,
He just wants that little mouth on his butthole. I guess that's all I can think of.
what the hell? What the hell are we watching? This is definitely silk stocking level. Of
Yeah.
like, I'm glad this
This
is
is-
on late at night. This is for
This is
mature
USA Network.
audiences, evidently.
Like,
Little mouth to little butthole is just too much.
I mean, that was also. I mean, let's
Like,
be real here.
if these guys were
You didn't
tossing
ask for that.
salads, it would be like definitely would be like the little tiny tomatoes.
This is we're turning into the intro Frasier here,
This is
and
terrible.
I'm not comfortable with this.
I
I'm
don't
not.
even know what to ask about scrambled eggs.
Well,
I
we
don't
don't
know
have a
what
scramble
that's supposed
tonight, you know.
I feel like we should have. People are tuning out, talking about tossing salad. This is the worst thing that we've ever.
You know, maybe these guys are gonna have a rendezvous in the men's room later. I don't know. You know, like we don't know what's gonna happen to these guys. I don't know. He just hit Ricky in the balls, so that might, you know, they might actually not have any sort of
This is it.
solid love affair.
Wow.
He hit him in the balls, and he did a sexy pelvic dance.
Puncho
Wow.
refuses to help there. Ricky's just fighting back on his own.
Big Ricky Cutter, eating his ass like groceries.
Very. I think those are non-consensual groceries, though, which makes it a big problem.
Yeah, you know, I mean, honestly, Zarastriani just had a Me Too moment, and I think we need to all not condone Ricky's behavior.
I mean, you know, Ricky, I think got a little bold with Thompson being on the roster. You know, he figured
we're getting
his
a little
antics
bold
get
with the direction of
overlooked.
these storylines. All right. Like,
big springboard drop kick
yeah.
from Zoroastriani.
Really sexy dancing in the ring here. I don't know how I feel about this.
3? Are you kidding me?
That's Ricky for you.
They were getting
Really?
killed. What the hell?
He's got that super kick. You know, that super kick is deadly.
What the
And
hell?
then he slaps his ass.
92% we're seeing good matches.
I mean, a guy got knocked out via super kick on Legacy Fighting earlier
Jesus
tonight.
fucking Christ.
I mean, what are we looking at here?
What? What was that?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm done talking about it.
I am so confused. Like we just saw naked men flash on our screen.
What's the next fight?
I'm such a lost soul right now.
This is the worst
the
thing.
.tv title Dubois versus Freddie Fisher. Freddie Fisher is oh no. We are just seeing disturbing images flash on our screen tonight, and I think it has something to do with the death of Alex Thompson. I think we need to have that conversation.
I don't want to have that conversation. You know what you're saying. Like, my God, we've had too many people. Not even so many. Too many people have died in this league. It's really weird. It's gotten weird. People die way too often in this league.
I mean, it's only, what, 3?
That's too many.
We've had Florida King, Stromboli Supreme, and Alex Thompson.
I mean, to be fair, 2 of those weren't even in the pro wrestling league, so you can't really...
That's true. One of them did happen in a certified pre-owned vehicle. Technically, wasn't in the ring, so at no ring.
Charles Dubois, he's a hell of a guy. He's French.
Yeah.
I heard he might also be French-Canadian. I don't know if it's both French and Canadian or French and French-Canadian. I don't know who paid for that headstone. That's certainly an odd choice.
Why is the headstone so old?
I just think they just recycled one. I don't really get it.
So old?
They just found one and just carved into it and was like, it was somebody else's.
They like carved
whatever.
around the corner.
They just flipped it over, you know, like it was the back of somebody else's headstone. He went to a cheap cemetery. Look at Freddy. He's wearing his belly ribbon tattoo. He's got his straps down. He's ready for action. He's a disgraced
Now,
teacher.
is that a legit tattoo, or is that something he like inks on like every day?
Oh no, that's legit. Like he thinks he's part of Team Belly Ribbon, and Bike just kind of was like, whatever. Uh-oh. We're looking. He's like in the bath. Excuse me, no.
What is
like in the bathroom, and he's just like. I am really confused as to why. Was he eating at that moment? Like,
what is going on?
Oh my god. Folks, only here would this be happening.
This is why we're having this show to work out the kinks.
Lots of kinks.
What if Fisher would have pinned him in like a minute and a half?
Just crowd shot.
And Bike is just like really focused on the back of this guy's shirt for some reason. Like he's like, no, don't change it yet. Like this is okay. Like this guy's shirt. We have a weapon in the .TV title match.
Sledding doesn't care.
I know, he really doesn't.
You would think he'd care, considering what happened last week with a hardcore match.
This match is going pretty quickly. Poor Freddy, Freddy giving them the double bird, huh?
Oh, this is some weird stuff.
Like, who let them up in the balcony? That's what I want to know.
What's impressive is they're just running, sprinting up and down. Oh.
Well, they know all these secret passages and tunnels, so they can move around fairly quickly inside the Belly Ribbon Civic Auditorium / Municipal Fire Station.
/ Arts and Crafts Center. Like
they're like Newt from Aliens, just like they're jumping in and out of vents. They mostly come out at night.
Mostly.
Like, what are you talking about, Letley? He's like he scurries away, like dropping popcorn kernels. Like, what the hell?
Oh no. Oh,
I don't know about you guys, but I know at least once or twice I've come to the auditorium for commentary, and Letley's been stuck in the heating and ventilation ducts, and I've had to help get him out. I don't know if that's happened to you guys.
That's why his singlet is so filthy all the time. He's always up in the vents, and he doesn't think about what he's doing. Like he's just Dubois is, of course. Jesus, I'm trying to get into this match, but I keep thinking about these guys scurrying around like little rodents.
One time I saw Let Lou, and he had like 6 glue traps attached to his singlet. It was weird. It was
They're
fucking
hard
weird.
workers. They're hard workers. I don't want to hear it. Like, these men are working their asses off for no pay. I wonder if they've got points. Like, in it.
I don't think so. I don't think
it's a
either
real
one is
startup
smart enough.
environment. Yeah.
We've got beanbags in the back.
Like, bikes, like, we got a valuation of hundreds of dollars.
Like the used car lot down the street is like the VC, like willing to invest like tens of dollars. Wow, Freddie Fisher with a lot of he looked right in the camera.
He's amped up.
I love the run into the camera. Oh,
like they think they're gonna roll over it. Big flying lariat, both guys down.
Dubois has a
kind of
hardcore history, so you know he's fine with his chair.
He's really into. He's trying to finish this match. You know, I respect that because the .TV championship doesn't have to be just about going to.
Oh my God!
Freddie!
He's tired. What the hell? 9 minutes? This is like the best .TV performance ever. We just saw an amazing match. We've had a title change on this stupid show.
I wonder if a certain setting was on to make a match shorter.
No, definitely not.
Wow.
There's no such thing. So, I mean, what do we even have up next? Walsh.
We got Fragrant Tanaka versus Weather Walker on my. I got a cocktail napkin that Mike handed to me.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty great match. I mean. Yeah, Saturday night we have to memorialize this
I know.
guy.
I was just thinking about it. I'm just so bummed. I'm just so sad. It's such this weird feeling, you know. It's
well, you know, he was probably one of the older people in the league, born in '72, like that. You know, we have to think of it that way.
No, that that makes no sense.
Well, you know, I mean, something. I don't know. I'm trying to be positive here.
I just can't believe we got to get up for another show tomorrow and do this thing.
We have to wear those stupid armbands. Yeah, see, Weather Walker's got his on already. He's a team player.
It looks like he's got 2 armbands on.
Well,
I'm so sad.
I'm double sad.
He's like, I've killed somebody before too.
Yeah, Weather Walker's killed a man in the ring.
I'm doubly mandated sad.
Fragrant is for some reason wearing his jacket. Kind of chill. There's a chill in the air.
I can't believe that we saw Dubois, who's been great, lose clean to Freddie.
The boys in the graphics department are pretty upset about this too, because they have to make a Freddie Fisher graphic now.
Freddie Fisher of all people.
Weather Walker is a beast of a man.
Maybe Fragrant just didn't want to roll around in like the blood stains, because xylophonists and Letler are not able to clean up nearly as efficiently.
Yeah, I think he might actually. I think he might be a little still in shock by the recent death of Alex Thompson. He doesn't want to take any risks in that ring.
I mean, it's you know, when the question of do you want to get potentially, you know, a terrible strain of staph infection, or would you rather just ruin a very expensive jacket? You know, you let that jacket get ruined.
Yeah. He's really trying to ground Weatherwalker, and that's a good plan. But Weatherwalker is all about just like high impact, just hurting people, and
Right.
he's good at it. He's great at it.
He's a badass.
I mean, honestly, he probably hasn't gotten his due in a CFL Pro. This guy is pretty tough.
Frank Tanaka, they're both great. And they haven't gotten their due.
No, I mean that's why they're here. That's why they're here.
That's why they're here, Saturday morning at 1 a.m. This is the only time Bike can fit them in. It's not even during the week anymore because it's work for school.
Yeah.
And now tomorrow, all these men have to think about how sad they are that a terrible person is dead. Is this the only way that Bike feels like he can kind of get himself off the hook, like, legally? Because
it might be.
Man,
I think this is the only way he gets himself off, if you know what I mean.
Wow, I totally disagree. But I would say that,
disgusting.
Yeah.
Love Bike.
This prisoner was technically under his care. Not even technically, he was.
I mean, there should be an investigation, but I'm sure it won't because Bike's a white guy.
I mean, let's be real here. Bike Bianche owns Belly Ribbon, Iowa.
Oh, absolutely.
And that it was an easy purchase. I mean, it wasn't expensive.
No, I mean the city was. I mean, you can barely even call it a city. It was a township. Really.
Yeah, it took dozens of dollars for him to take over this township.
Are you kidding me? My God! Look at these squashes tonight.
Jason,
I can confirm that it's not true.
Okay.
All right.
Certain something isn't set to medium or short.
You know what? Stop. How about that?
All right.
So next up, we've got a Survivor Series style match, which I guess technically might have the rarely defended Atomico / Steel Drum Band title on the line.
This is quite. My God, this is a lot of people. Name them off for me. Who's fighting in this?
So we've got the Sons of Anger. We've got Rat, aka Nathaniel Middle. We've got his younger brother, Dougie. He still has not officially acknowledged, even though Dougie's been trying to get his attention. We've got Dougie Middle. We've got his best
together.
Yeah, we've got his best friend Gorvis Rogers, and his the spiritual lead of the Sons of Anger, Rastaban Baptiste.
Interesting. And Walsh is typing.
Yeah.
And they're taking on the Steel Drum Band, the Atomico's champs. Knightsbane Cult, I guess lead singer, and what instrument does he play? I assume.
He only sings, right, Walsh?
Oh, only sings. That's
Yeah,
right.
he's only into singing,
Well, screaming, I assume.
Yeah, he's got a good growl,
I thought he's like more like
the
the
classic Cookie Monster vocals.
Yeah, he's really good at that.
Yeah. We got Ron Lewis on bass. Canada's Ron Lewis.
Yeah.
We got Vector Vang, I assume, also on bass.
Yeah, he's also on bass. That's correct.
Double bass. And then Xylophonist Bianchi, who is... I guess he's just going to put his GoPro in the trash and head out to the ring.
Well, he might walk down there with his GoPro. For all we know,
Oh, God.
it's very concerning.
Maybe he hands it off to bikers or somebody.
Pika Porte, maybe?
Yeah, poor Picaporte.
He doesn't do much. I assume someone's using a GoPro as like a quasi-baby monitor for baby Hayes.
There they are. We're at Middle walking behind Dougie Middle. Poor Dougie Middle.
we heard that for a good couple of weeks in kickboxing events and pro wrestling events. Didn't know what it was. This I hate to body shame, but this larger gentleman with a higher BMI than most comes out and says he's Rap Metal's younger brother. And he's trying to get Rap back to the family home in Las Vegas, but Rat's still not having much of it.
Wow, look at these big moves.
But of course, classic bike fashion. They're teaming up. And this is classic. This is classic Rat. He bullied his younger brother, and he's letting him. He wants him to take some abuse. I think he wants him to get beat up.
Damn, this is not an elimination match.
That's what happened the last time we had an elimination match.
Which is weird because usually when it's not an elimination match, it becomes an elimination match. They're just letting matches go. But this will hold true to the original spirit of the steel drum band, where the first man to take a pinfall in the steel drum band is replaced by whoever pins him.
Cult would probably look to job then. He doesn't want to be in this band.
It's true. Because they're just still they're going on tour next week. Yeah, exactly. The thing about the money is that it's still coming in. People are buying this band's music.
Yeah, and it's terrible. I mean, well, I guess if you're into dark wave, Beach Boys
covers,
it might be okay. But my God, it's pretty fucking horrible.
Wow, and it looks like Cult is bloody.
Yeah. Got busted open by Gore.
Big, stupid Gorvis.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow. That was really bad. Like, that's... Gorvis took a... I like that Gorvis took a fucking Doomsday Shining Wizard and then just started pounding on Cult again. Like, he's just not, like, into... He wasn't feeling it. He's not...
I don't sell that shit.
Yeah, he's going into business for himself.
Well, that's the weird thing about these matches, is that these are shoot wrestling matches. So like an arm drag is just really weird for everybody involved.
Running the ropes is strange.
Well, that's why they're throwing each other as hard as they possibly can. The arm drags are like grueling. That's why these men get exhausted. This is way more difficult than MMA.
Are you looking around the arena right now? Because Let Lou is trying to operate both GoPros right now. He has xylophonists, and he's putting it down in places and just kind of running away, and then he's trying to run back and grab it. It's like, this is really awkward. Like, we need more employees. Like, this is ridiculous.
Like, he's putting it on fans and saying, just sit still for a minute, I'll be back.
Yeah. This is like going to a Cirque du Soleil show where they do like the forced audience participation and nobody signed up for it. It's really awkward. Nobody wants to do it. And yet, here we are. I went to one the other week where they were throwing snowballs at people in the crowd, and it was... Who wants that? I mean, Bike might be into that. He's gonna let Lou to start throwing bread balls at people in the crowd.
Xylophonist is calmly leading on the sidelines there.
I'm sure if Bike could afford a t-shirt cannon, he would let the fixtures load him up with bread balls to fire into the crowd.
Oh my God! Catch him with your mouth!
Oh no, we would definitely get sued for that. Wait, since when is Xylophonist bleeding? He hasn't even been in the match.
Xylophonist? Wait.
You said Xylophonist is bleeding. He's not bleeding.
Cult.
Yeah.
My bad. Cult is bleeding.
Oh.
Jason thinks everyone in black pants looks alike.
It's true.
He really does. And it's like these two men are very, very different people. I mean, the fact that these guys even know each other is incredible. Because there's no way that these guys would ever interact unless they were forced into a situation like this, which they were.
I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen the rest of the Sons of Anger simply jump off the apron and leave Dougie to his own devices, because he's not exactly welcomed. He hasn't been welcomed with the crew, which, especially for a guy like Rastaban, to not want to take someone in is kind of strange.
Yeah, what's the story of Dougie Middle?
Well, like I said, he's Rathaniel's younger brother. He's just a weird, awkward goober of a kid. He never fit in. Rat would, Rat was into high school and middle school wrestling, and so he would harass and just bully his younger brother. And it's Dougie's not actually. He's never angry though. Like, there's nothing for Esteban to work on. He's perpetually happy. He's just kind of a weird goober.
I feel like he should maybe consider making friends with the Fixers. I feel like they would be good pals for him.
My God, that's interesting. That is, if anyone would welcome. I mean, they're overworked.
Yeah, I mean, we've got GoPros. Let's strap one onto Little Middle's head and see what happens there. Oh, bloody headbutt to the balls. You have to wonder about that.
Xylophonus is bleeding all over the place tonight.
Xylophonus is not bleeding! Nightbane Cult is bleeding. One man is covered in tattoos, and the other one is this overweight
Porky
man.
Boy.
Jesus Christ!
Look at his sad eyes. He hasn't even been in yet. It's like, oh, I guess he got a fight tonight. Oh
my God!
Look at his sad eyes.
Dougie is intently watching the action from the apron. He doesn't want to get more involved in that.
Wow, Xylophonus finally comes. Xylophonus looks to go to Dougie, maybe trying to send him a message.
He's trying to pass him a note.
Join us. That's what it says. And Dougie Middle has no idea really about any of the dynamics in this league. What does that mean?
It's the note says join us under the East bleachers after the match
Yeah, all Dougie wants is he hopes that Rat and their dad can reconcile after because Dougie's family are flat earthers and Rat believes in the hollow earth, so that was a big falling out, and he just wants to try and get Rat back into the family.
Rat doesn't need the family. He has a pretty sweet van, if I remember correctly.
He's got a sweet van with a really cool airbrush dragon on it. He's got a lot of dragon figurines.
Gorvis hits really big lariats, he really takes people's heads off.
Yeah, poor Xylophonus.
Yeah, he's finally in there. And he's
finally
getting pounded on.
Wow, Rat, or Dougie refuses to do anything to Xylophonus. Very interesting. Just kind of.
He just wants to talk to him.
What does that note mean? What does that note mean? He just walked right up to him and started asking him in front of the Sons of Anger. That's our weird people, man. They absolutely belong together.
They deserve each other, yeah.
Which are the East bleachers? I don't know what direction we're in.
As he's getting punched in the face.
He got punched, one guy punched him and the other, it was just they were punching him back and forth. Poor man. Oh my God, the fucking Xylophonus bottom on Gorvis, and he gets out of there because he's scared.
Dougie Middle seems like a happy guy. Wow. The Triple H move. Wow, this is it, I think. Oh, wow.
Too close to the ropes. Oh, wow, I thought
That was the quietest thing I've ever heard. Jessica's crawling underneath the
She's looking for like red balls or like trying to find that weird smell that's coming from somewhere.
This is chaos. This is absolute chaos.
It's insanity.
An elimination match.
Oh, it'd be garbage.
Yeah.
This would go 6 hours.
Well,
I would love to see Xylophonist as Soul Survivor. Just really upset. Now Xylophonist and Cult are standing together on the apron, and Jason is so confused. Like,
well, Xylophonist
black
thinks
pants.
it's totally awkward. He doesn't like being around with a bloody guy.
Well, he doesn't like Cult in the first place. Cult is really aggressive and kind of mean to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Neither likes the other one's smells. They have
Well-
weird smells to each other.
Yeah.
And especially like Cult is not a drummer, so he can't really explain like how he wants his drumming. The xylophonist is the xylophonist, so he
Yeah,
just takes
the
the
xylophonist isn't a drummer either.
Yeah, exactly. But he's percussion, so he's on the drums, and it makes no sense. It's just
He's a percussive.
He's the only man on rhythm, which is bad.
I like that Dougie just kind of like flopped his hands around and then jumped like for no reason. Like he really is a fixer, isn't he?
He's looking for hugs in all the wrong places. Which probably, as Murph is pointing out, might be another great title for an upcoming show, Looking for Hugs in All the Wrong Places.
we've got
Story of
tonight
the
has
fix-
been mostly a technical test, and I would say that we've gotten a lot out of it.
We've gotten the new .tv champion. That's a big deal.
Oh God, that busted open Ian McCall.
Ian
Rotten
McCall.
Ian McCall. It did. Like that's what happened at Ryzen. He got his like face burned and it busted him open.
I thought you forgot the names of the men in the match.
And I started calling him Ian McCall.
Here's this flyweight UFC contender all of a sudden.
Steel drum man. He's holding strong.
Dougie refusing to get
over.
in.
Yeah, he's really just farting around there. Oh God.
Dougie and Xylophone start talking. Like, the bleach
Holy
shoes are over
shit.
there. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm shocked by that was an interesting victory.
So the steel drum band will now have a rhythm guitarist
Wow.
instead of a second bassist.
Keep in mind that we have here, moments ago, so we always have the same spread at the food table. You just don't see any crepes. There's Let Lou and Xylophonist eating. They love their pickles.
They love their gherkins.
Their gherkins. And before the main event,
It's terrific.
well, I'll be damned.
Wow. I'm so confused right now.
This is happening, people. This is...
It's not just an empty arena. It's a darkened arena match.
this,
Mike forgot to pay the
lights
the
are
power
out.
bill.
I can confirm that the cameras are switching angles right now. Whoa! The lights are back on. For a second there, I thought that this is just gonna happen.
Like men just pounding each other in the dark. That's another show title. Men pounding
clearly
in the dark.
this is the work of the ghost of Alex Thompson.
Yeah, we have some really strange things going on. I think Alex is trying to talk from the grave.
We gotta talk to Jensen Woods. Jensen Woods has got to figure it out. Like, we've seen multiple people die in this very cage where Foundation Russo and Gary Bolia are fighting for the #1 contendership of the shoot fight title. This is
which is weird because Foundation Russo already had the title fight lined up with Wigwam tomorrow, but I guess he's putting it on the line because he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he just wants to fight. It'd be really awkward if he lost.
If only someone would have told me that.
You know, if only this information was readily available, or...
You know what?
Give up.
If only there were write-ups about tomorrow night's big card.
Oh my god, what a night this has been. I feel like we've exercised, like I said before, a lot of demons.
Yeah, I don't know. We have to ask Jensen what happened to those demons.
I think the only exercise that happened was Lou running around.
Could be.
I was tired just watching those two.
Yeah, and now they're trying to get the angles right for this weird back of the arena, like, shoot fight.
This is in the basement.
Well, you know, you gotta be somewhere.
They had to usher a lot of people downstairs very quickly.
Yeah, and it was really awkward because, of course, you have Let Lou and Xylophonist as, like, hurting people, like, pretty weird. Which member of the SFL roster most likely to try a fake cancer scam? You know, Ichabod is probably likely.
Yeah.
Maybe
and in fact, this is the main event tonight. So maybe if Murph wants to hang out for a few minutes after the broadcast, we can show him a new picture that we just got. Ichabod's mom sent it, I think, and perhaps I'm not sure where we got it from. But we got a new picture of the alt-right from over the summer.
Was in the photograph with them, and he hadn't really pledged his allegiance to them. He was just there. You know, he's the perfect fit for that group.
Give up. Give up.
You were breaking up there, no one's really sure what's going on.
Wow.
But we heard that perfect allegiance for that group. We can only assume you mean white nationalism.
No, Gene Green is photographed with the group,
Oh.
but he wasn't. You know, it was from last summer, and he wasn't quite affiliated with them yet. But you know, they were both at the same. You know, not both. All four men were at the same rally, so he is a perfect fit. You know what I mean?
My God, he's bashing his face in through the cage.
Wow.
This is fucked.
What a terrible world we live in.
Very interesting fight we got going here.
Yeah, I can't even believe he went through the cage like that, and then he's just getting pounded. Like, that should have been it. But, you know, Mr. Bolia. I can't believe he didn't go down to that power bomb.
I mean, the spine is, as we know, the weakest part of the body.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The Foundation lost his #1 contendership to Gary Bolia.
Gary's a solid. Oh my God, that shining Hogan style big boot.
Shining Hogan.
The shining Hogan.
92%? How do you figure? This has been a hell of a night. This is
Strange. It's been a strange night.
I think Bix has been drinking. He's rated everything pretty high. I think he's just enjoying life.
I I'd like to point
Why
out
did
that
Foundation do that?
I don't.
I think he's been basically drunk since the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and he's just saying fuck it. He's letting it all ride, all the time.
Keep in mind that this is the only known picture of Foundation Russo at a 2009 Eagles practice.
The only known photo of Foundation Russo at a 2009 Eagles practice.
He is
At least he's
absolutely
not
so drunk.
masturbating at that Eagles practice.
Yeah, you know, he could be doing something nefarious, but we'll never know.
We will never know. And I'd like to point out that this was a weird show that we saw tonight.
Weird,
We
wild,
have
wacky stuff.
tomorrow's show has been impacted.
Tomorrow's show has been impacted. It makes me wonder why we're doing the things that we do.
Alex Thompson is dead, and we are memorializing him by making late card changes.
Jesus Christ.
This is the worst. This is so terrible. Ichabod is wearing a polo, a white polo.
Why is Federal Bell so gigantic? Like, look at the guy next to him. Is the guy next to him like 4 foot tall?
Yeah, he's
Federal Bell is
he's
like
a little
Nate
skinny
Diaz.
nerd.
Like,
He's a skinny beta soy boy.
He is. Look at him, his soy boy taking a photo of. He's taking a photo of Petrov on the monument.
Fucking the statue. Fucking the statue.
That guy is taking a picture of Petrov on the statue.
And then look at Gene Green on the left, just like raging, like.
He's ready to punch a cop. He's ready to punch someone.
Yeah, there's some MAGA shit going on here.
I can't believe Ichabod even has his own little shield.
Yeah, he does. He's really into this thing. You know, this
Man,
alt-right.
all of these guys are such historians. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, Ichabod. You know, he's dressed up like a Proud Boy. You know, he's wearing the gear.
Terrible. Terrible.
I'm not sure why Petrov is mounted on top of a Civil War monument, but
Why not?
Or what he's wearing. I don't.
he's wearing
I
a
don't know what-
tracksuit, I think.
Hopefully, it's not a Supreme Buick tracksuit. That'd be bad optics.
Yeah, well, this was the photograph was from last year, so I don't think those were in production yet.
Right. So keep in mind, you few that are watching at this time, we love you so much. Tomorrow night, it's going to be wild. Alex Thompson Memorial U.S. Championship Tournament, Leg 1. We're from what I hear, the alt-right really wants the U.S. Championship because, you know, U.S. But
Yeah,
they're going to have to fight
yeah.
their way through it. They're going to have to
If
fight
they
their
can't,
way through
if they
it.
can't get the world, they want to take back their country.
Yep, and then keep in mind tomorrow night also, Ron Harris, who did the fast count for Bike Bianca, is going to fight Sledding Bianca for the ability to referee Bike versus Ichabod 2, which is next week. There's a lot going on. I feel like tomorrow's show is so good that it's almost too good. Like there's almost too much going on. So
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We have to. I mean, right now I'm looking through that card right now. We have changes. We have Freddie Fisher defending the .TV championship against Pancho Baggins. And we now have Gary Belia challenging for the shoot championship.
unbelievable.
Bizarre.
Unbelievable. Everyone's always left scrambling in one way or another.
The best laid plans of mice and men.
Well, thanks for tuning in to our, basically us preparing our tech. Good night.
Yeah.
Good
We love
night.
you, Murph.
Love Bike.
Bear and Disco, if you're there, we
Love
love you too.
Bike.
Bye.
Love
Good night.
Bike.
Love Bike.